The German son of one of the most famous restaurants in the country, named Jungkook, is back after 3 months of traveling around Europe. He is a famous painter. For 6 years, he started to tour the country while working as well. Welcome back, sir. Thank you. Is Dad here? Yes, sir, in his office. Jungkook nodded and walked to his father's office. Surprise! He said and entered the door at the same time. His dad got speechless after seeing his only child that he misses a lot. He immediately stood up and hugged Jungkook. When did you come back? Yesterday. I went straight to my penthouse to rest first. I got dizzy from the long plane ride. I came home a while ago. Mom told me you are here. How are you, Dad? Well, everything is okay. You? How are you? He just smiled a little bit and shrugged his shoulder. The two are happily talking about what happened to them for the past 3 months until they heard a soft knock at the door and a cute boy peeked in the door. Hello, handsome chairman, the kid said while smiling. Oh, Nico, come to me, Jungkook dad replied while spreading his arms. The kid ran and hugged the old guy, while Jungkook got chills all over his body and hard to believe on what he witnessed. Dad, don't tell me you cheated on mom. His dad covered Nico's ear as he signaled Jungkook to come closer, and when he got closer, he hit him. Are you crazy? I never cheat on your mom, ever. Then who's this kid? This is the new chef's son. After you left, I hired a new chef, and this kitty pie is her son. Why do you let her bring your child to her workplace? Don't worry, this kid never bothered his mom. He only comes after his school together with his nanny. After spending time with me, he will also come home. While the two are talking, Nico is just staring at Jungkook. Handsome chairman? Who is he? Ah, this is my son. Say hi to him. Nico smiled at Jungkook and say, Hello, my name is Nico. Nice to meet you, Ajushi. But his smile faded when Jungkook gave him a weird look. Ajushi? I'm not Ajushi. His dad hit his arm and said, Yeah, stop being mean to him. You're really childish. Nico, don't pay attention to him. He's just jealous because you are more handsome than him. But he is more handsome than me. At least you know that. I'm not only handsome, I also have strong charisma. And above all, I have abs. You, do you have abs? When Jungkook saw Nico, he felt weird feelings that he couldn't explain. But his jealousy dominated him. He was afraid that a stranger kid would steal his father's attention. Jungkook, stop it! Atsushi, are you mad at me? Handsome chairman, I changed my mind. I realize you are right. I'm more handsome and cute than him. Wow, this kid. You two, stop it. The German put Nico to his chair since he was carrying him. Nico, I'm just going to use the restroom, okay? The moment Jungkook's dad entered the bathroom, Nico bent down and took his ball from the bag and started playing on it. Yeah, stop that. You might break something. I just say, relax, don't worry. I haven't break anything here. Still, stop it. It's so noisy. The 5 years old boy started tearing up while pouting his lips. I will report you to my mom. Jungkook just laughed and seems happy that he made the boy cry. Later on, the chairman went out from the bathroom and saw Nico's eyes staring up. Why? What happened? That grumpy guy. He He bit my ass. Wow. Yeah, Dad, he's lying. Jungkook? Dad, I didn't do anything to him. Promise. The German wiped Nico's eyes and told him not to cry because he would beat Jungkook later. Later on, a woman knocked and entered the room. Excuse me, sir. Nico, it's time to go home, Nico Nani said. See you tomorrow, handsome chairman. See you tomorrow. What about me? Won't you say goodbye to me? But Nico just rolled his eyes and midway going to the door. What are you, a kid? Why are you arguing with a child? However, Jungkook's just love. Meanwhile, you are having a break until you saw a waitress coming while holding your hand. Mommy, Nico said as he ran and hugged you. You left him from the ground and asked, So, did you enjoy playing with the chairman? Mm, but his son is so annoying. Son? I heard he was on trip. The handsome chairman told me he is his son. He's so annoying, mommy. So I lied. I told the chairman that his son beat my ass. Yeah, that's bad. It's bad to lie. I did it, mom, because he was so annoying. Still, you shouldn't have done that. I don't want that to happen again, okay? Let's go. Let's apologize to him. You said and went to the chairman's office. Dad, it looks like you're having fun with that boy. Oh, every time I'm with him, I remember how we used to play before when you are at that age. You are same, naughty and talkative. Actually, I really saw you with that kid. You know, he resembles your face when you were that age too. Really? But I'm sure I'm more cute than him, Dad. Mr. Chairman, can I come in? It's me, YN. Their conversation cut after I heard someone knock and spoke outside the door. Yes, come in, YN, the chairman said. You get inside while carrying your son. We are here to apologize. Nico told me that he lied, but you suddenly stopped talking when you recognize the person in front of you. Why he's here? Your whole body was shaking after seeing the man you spent time with one night when you were in Germany 6 years ago. Jungkook's eyes widened while spacing out because he finally found the girl he was looking for 6 years. Actually, you are the reason why he started traveling abroad, hoping to see you again. You left him in the Germany 6 years ago after spending the whole night with him. 6 years ago, you went to Germany to study to become a chef. But it wasn't easy for you because you were far from your family. You felt homesickness that made you miss your family. And sometimes you were treated differently because you were a foreigner in that country. You also struggling because of language barrier. Then one day your professor scolded you. You really couldn't handle your frustration anymore, so you drink near in the river. And that's where you met Jungkook. While drinking, you were crying while saying you wanted to go home, but you were afraid that your parents would be disappointed in you. Then a guy spoke behind you. If it's hard for you, then go home. Tell them the truth what you went through here. You look behind and saw a handsome guy. That time Jungkook is currently on vacation in that country. I think you need someone to cry on, he said, and without hesitation, he sat next to you as he took the beer that was not opened and drank it. And since you really need someone to talk to, You let him stay by your side. The two of you talk about your problem and what you were going through. But since he was a stranger, you tell him not to introduce each other. That night, you really felt comfortable and safe with him. Slowly, you got drunk. Then you just woke up in the next day with a stranger guy. You're about to get up, but you're surprised when you found yourself naked. Him as well. A realization hit you that something happened to the both of you. Of course, you can feel it. You can't believe in yourself that you agreed to have a one night stand with a stranger. You fall with someone you don't know. You felt disgusted with yourself. In shame, you live without a word. Your mind was so messed up at that time. When Jungkook woke up, you weren't by his side anymore. You just vanished without a trace of who you are and where you're from. Time flies, Jungkook starts missing you, and he really can't forget you. But what will he do now? The girl he's looking for seems already have a family. YN, meet my son, Jungkook. She's our new chef. Good afternoon, sir. Your heart racing non-stop. You are praying that he won't recognize you, or in case he still remembers you, you promise to yourself that you won't admit that you know him. Hi, I'm Jungkook, he said while staring at you. What is this? Don't tell me. She forgot about me? Why wasn't she surprised to see me? Have we met before, Miss YN? No, sir. By the way, I'm here to apologize for what my son has done. After that, you left the office together with your son. I am certainly sure she's that girl. After what happened to you and Jungkook, you go back home. Later on, you found out you're pregnant. Your parents got angry with you because you brought shame to your family as they kicked you home. For the time being, you live at your cousin's. After 2 months, your parents took you back. They apologized for what they have done. They only did that out of anger. How many times they ask you, who's the father of your child? Whoever, you couldn't answer them because the truth is, you don't really know him. You went to the balcony while thinking deeply. If Jungkook is the chairman's son, does that mean Nico is his grandson? You felt even more scared. You know it's the right and your son to know the truth, but what if Jungkook won't believe you that he is the father of Nico? And if they will find out the truth, what if they kept Nico away from you? Since you know that Sherman really likes your son. If they really want that, they can take Nico from you because they know they're powerful. Mommy, what are you thinking? Uh-huh. Nothing. You come to your son and say, Nico, can you not meet the handsome chairman again? But why? Nico's eyes became teary, and you can see the disappointment in his eyes. You feel sorry for him. After you took him away from your parents because you need to move in the city for your work, and now you're going to separate him again to the person he considered his grandfather from the beginning. It's clear to you now why they like each other so much. Because they are blood related. Mommy, I'm sorry for what I did. Promise, I won't do that again. Please, Mommy, let me see handsome chairman again. Okay. I'm sorry if I said that. Stop crying. I let you see him again. Nico knocked and peeked through the door, but he didn't see the chairman. He only saw Jungkook instead. So what he did was he closed the door and just waited outside. Since he didn't want him and Jungkook to fight again, because you might ban him for going to the restaurant. Until the door opened and Jungkook came out. Why are you here? Good afternoon, Sir Jun. Why all of the sudden you call me sir? Mom said I need to respect you. Just get inside. You can wait for my dad there. It's okay, Sir Jun. I'll just wait here. I said get inside. In fear of Nico, he immediately entered and sat on one side and didn't speak so that Jungkook wouldn't get angry with him. Jungkook just stared at him. Until now, he couldn't believe that the girl he was looking for was just nearby. Does your dad know that you come here every day? I have no dad, he replied while looking down. Jungkook never expected to hear that. He was puzzled by Nico's answer and asked himself, then what happened to Nico's father and you? Did you two get divorced? Or what? He had so many questions in his mind that he wanted to be answered. You don't have a dad? Why? Where is he? I haven't seen him yet. So you grew up without a dad? As he saw the boy nodded, but later on he saw him sniffing as he realized that he was crying. Why are you crying? I didn't do anything to you. I want to meet my dad. My classmate always jokes on me because they say I don't have a dad. Jungkook heart like turning into tiny pieces when he heard and saw Nico just burst into tears. He felt so much pain in his heart that he couldn't understand why. You can hug me if you want. You won't be mad at me, Sir Jun, if I do that? No, promise. Nico hugs him tightly and saying, why your hugs are so warm, Mr. Jun? At that moment, Jungkook's tears fall without realizing. Until someone pulled Jungkook's ear that makes him groan. What did you do to make Nico cry? His dad asked while angry. Appa, you're too much. I didn't do anything to him. I'm just comforting him because he's crying because he has no dad. Is he telling the truth, Nico? Don't hurt him, handsome German. He's telling the truth, Nico said while blocking him so that his father doesn't hurt him. You left the restaurant to go home until someone called you at your back. Are you sure we haven't met before? January 24 in Germany, 6 years ago. You look back as you saw Jungkook leaning against the wall while staring at you. You swallowed your own saliva and said, Sir Jun. Oh, I already told you. We have never met before, and I have never been to Germany. Ah, then why do you have a record in immigration that you returned to this country on January 30th from Germany 6 years ago? Wait, don't tell me you checked my background? Jungkook slowly came to you as he held your wrist. Why did you leave that day without saying anything? You know he already caught you, so there is no use of lying. What for? To make fun of me because I agreed to have a one-night stand with you? What? Is that how you think of me? Then why did you allow something to happen to us? We're just drunk that night. Stop lying. Yes, we drank, but we are both in our right mind that night. When I told you that I think I fall in love with you, you answered me the same as well. Then why? You just vanish. Fine. I really want to know the truth. Because I know you're going to engage. I looked on your phone and saw you and your dad's conversation. That he wants you to go back because of your engagement. Fuck. Why am I explaining to you? I have no idea that the chairman is your dad. Imagine, I fall in love with a stranger at that night and I give myself to him, but I found out that he's going to be engaged. Okay, sorry if I didn't tell you that. Yes, my dad arranged me to someone. Out of my anger, I ran away and went to Germany because I didn't want to be engaged to someone that I didn't love. When I came back, I explained to my parents what's on my side, and finally they understand me. I also told them I met someone and she was the one I like, but she just vanished. You know who she is? You. He held your hand and pulled you going to his car. Where are you taking me? So you can better understand why you are not the type of girl just for a one night stand only. He took you to a room with full of paintings. At first you thought they were just ordinary paintings. Why are you showing me this? Look at the paintings carefully. You get curious, so you stared at them one by one. Then, later on, you notice the woman in the painting seems familiar to you. As you realize it was you. Wait, is this me? The day I came to Germany, I saw you in the park sitting. You looked so sad that time. I don't know what happened to me that day. I just painted you from a distance. The next day, the same thing happened. That followed several times. I thought I just wanted you to be my model. Days passed by, I realized the reason why I always wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you and ask you what's your problem. But I didn't have the courage to approach you. Then on January 24th, I saw you crying again. My heart breaks when I see you in such a condition. I want you to know that you are not alone. That's why I gathered my courage. And finally, I talked to you. I fell in love with you from a distance. So please stop telling me that I did that for just a one night stand only. You are speechless with what you found out. Everything hasn't sunk in your mind yet. What you only know one thing until now, you really can't forget him. Sir Jun, Jungkook, just call me Jungkook. Jungkook, I have to tell you something. I don't know if you believe me or not. It's up to you. I know it's impossible because something happened to us only once. I know. I was so surprised earlier when Dad told me. Even him, he was so shocked. What do you mean? Nico, he is my son, right? How did you know? I searched for you, YN. This whole 6 years, that's why I travel a lot, hoping that we meet again. I didn't know that my dad is secretly helping me. He was the one who found you, and that's why he hired you. He called me and said he has a surprise for me, but I didn't know what it was, so I didn't go home from Europe right away. It means from the start the chairman knows that Nico is his grandchild? No, we found out just earlier. After Dad found out that something happened to us 6 years ago, he suspected that Nico was my son because he is 5 years old. Then, especially when he found out that Nico had never met his dad ever since. My dad requested the DNA last week, and earlier, the results came out. I'm so mad at myself. Why didn't I find you right away? I wish I was there when you needed me. I wish I was there when Nico growing up. I wish he met me early. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you right away. I'm afraid you won't believe me or you're going to take Nico from me. We have no right to take him from you. Did you tell him the truth? Not yet. It's better that you're the one who tell him so he wouldn't be surprised and confused. Mom, where are we going? You want to meet your dad and grandpa? Really? I have a father and a grandfather? Of course you have. And you will meet them now. You knocked the chairman's office and got inside. Handsome chairman, you know I have grandfather and dad. Of course you have dad and grandpa. You also have grandma. She's on her way now to meet you. How did you know? As they look at you. Nico, meet your dad and grandpa. For real? Handsome chairman is my grandpa? Nico, I'm your dad. But Nico cried instead when he found out that Jungkook was his dad. Why? My dad is annoying. You told Jungkook that you two don't need to rush. The important is you know that you have a feelings for each other. You want your feelings bloom on its own. You two can be good parents to your child even if you're not married. Even though you're not married yet, Jungkook took you two, and now you and Nico were living in his house. And every day, Jungkook and Nico are always bickering. Mom! What? Daddy drink my banana milk! Again? Nico took your phone and dialed his handsome grandfather's number. Handsome grandpa? Daddy drink the banana milk that you bought for me. He's so annoying. Aish, that brat. Don't worry, grandpa is coming. Bonus or end?